Hey y'all, Airgun Angie with Gateway to Airguns. This is just a range time video. I did a Barra pellet test a few weeks ago, and I really could have done it a little differently, so I'm doing a follow-up video. Thanks to mentors. Rick Utzler, thank you for teaching me almost all that I know as far as airguns go. Really quick, I want to say thank you to Gateway to Airguns for making this video possible. Go check them out, guys. www.gatewaytoairguns.org. www.gatewaytoairguns.org. I'm going to check a couple different things. I came up closer. I'm at 10 yards. I'm going to shoot it at 10 yards with both pellets and then move back, say maybe 5 to 10 yard increments, whatever I decide at that moment, and see how it does and what distance I need to stop, and am getting horrible accuracy with these. Another thing I'm going to do after I do that is I'm going to back the hammer spring out, because it may be that the Barra 1100Z is actually pushing the pellets too fast and they don't like it. They don't want to fly so fast. They need to slow down some. So if I back the hammer spring out some, it'll lower the velocity and they may be happier with that. So we're going to test those two things and see how that works. I've filled the gun up to about 2,800 PSI. It's not, that's about where its sweet spot starts. And I'm going to keep it after every, say I'll do 5 shots of these and 5 shots of the other, and then I'll fill it back up to 2,800 and just keep it at that same fill so that we can be consistent as far as air pressure, because it's not regulated, so it's not going to get the same from full to empty. I got 5 shots loaded of we got the pointed pellets. Pointed pellets first. These are actually called, they have some pretty cool names for them, the Arlo. So these are the Arlos, and then the other ones are the Bowies. So we're going to do the Arlos first. And we'll see how they shoot. I think the safety's already off, and whoa, I need to come off the magnification. So close! So very close. And I'm going to have to move that. All right, let's go ahead and shoot the middle one out first. Okay, it ought to be a good group. We're only at 10 yards, right? Okay, now we've got the Bowies, 5 shots loaded, and I'm going to go for the top left. Low. Not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. All right, I'm going to move back to, I might as well just jump 10 or 5 or 10. We'll do 5. Go back to 15 yards, see what we get there. So give me a moment to set up. All right, now we are at 15 yards. And we'll again go with the pointed pellets first. Bottom left. Kind of odd. I'm going to shoot 2 more and just see if they, maybe I had a couple funky pellets. Nope, really looks like the first 2 are a couple funky pellets. So, not great there. Bottom right. Low. But those few in the bottom aren't bad. I did test them before at 25 yards, so we're at 15. I don't see them getting any better moving back, so I'm actually going to adjust the hammer spring and change out my target and see how it goes from there. Okay, got my chronograph, got my Allen wrenches, and let me go ahead and load the pointed pellets first. I got a new target up. We're gonna see if I back this hammer spring out, it'll slow the velocity down, and maybe the pellets will be happier that way. All right, backing it out. You don't want to back it out too much. All right, let's see. What kind of velocity and accuracy we're gonna get with it now. I'm gonna go for the center target. No, that one was way low. Let me do another 5-shot group. Okay, top left. This shot like a string. Yeah, let's shoot the other ones and see what we get. And if we don't get a good group with this one, I'm gonna back it out some more and see if it gets worse or better. If it gets worse, I know I need to tighten it some. That's the hammer spring I'm talking about. I'm not being clear, sorry. All right, let's go with the bottom. And I'm gonna aim for the top of the circle. I'll go 2 mil dots up. So at least I'll hit the target, hopefully. That is really strange. Like, it's like one pellet just ghosts on the way to the target. So I'm gonna shoot one more. No, it's not terrible. Let me go ahead and back it out, see if it gets worse. If it gets worse, I know I need to tighten some more. Go for the bottom right, and I'm gonna aim 2 mil dots low. Yeah. Those ones seem to be performing better and lower velocity. Let's check the other ones out and see how they do on a lower velocity. And if they do well, then I'm gonna move back and see how far I can take it. All right, these are the Bowies. Top right, same aim point. Go. High right. Well, not really great. Let's just check out with the pointed pellets, see how they do moving back further. Center bowl. I think that was it. I can't really tell from here because of the black circle, but it looks like they were all right there together. That is pretty good. I'm gonna go up and look at it, but if it is what I think it is, we'll go ahead and move back to 25 yards and see what we get there. Oh yeah, so minus 1 pellet, the rest of them are pretty much right there on top of each other. So I'm gonna move back to 25 and see what we get there. Okay. 25 yards, the Barra pointed pellets, 5-shot group. The hammer spring backed out to where the velocity is 814 average. So far, seems to be doing better, but I don't want to speak too soon. We're at 25 yards. I'm going to shoot for the top left. Well, that was terrible. Looks like I was trying to do a dot to dot. I'm gonna try one more 5-shot group. Sometimes when I add air to the gun, sometimes it seems like it's off a little bit, even if I don't fill it all the way, which I'm not filling it all the way. So I'm gonna do one more 5-shot group and see what it gives me. This one I'm gonna go for the bottom left. Well, that wasn't terrible. It was much better than the first group. Okay guys, so I've tested the pellets on different velocities, and yeah, I did get a better group at 20 yards, and the last one I shot on 25 wasn't terrible. It's not great. So if it wasn't so cold out here, I would break out my CO2 guns and I would test them in that. Maybe that'll be something I can do in the springtime when it's a little warmer, but it is a little cold here today for CO2. I actually did have one ready, but it's gotten colder since I started prepping for this video, and I don't think the CO2 is gonna do these pellets justice, so I'm not even gonna go there. But with these pellets, they're not long-range pellets. They're meant for up-close shooting, so 20 yards at a velocity, average velocity of 814, you're gonna have to back out the hammer spring, get your chronograph when you first get your gun, test it over the chronograph, see where it's at. If you're gonna shoot these pellets, you want a lower velocity than with other pellets. Now this gun is a 50-yard gun. If you guys have not watched my grip review on it, go check my grip review out. And I've also got one coming of the Barra 1100Z in 22 cal. So what we found out about these pellets is definitely not long distance pellets, and they don't necessarily like flying fast. So slow them down, get a little closer, and they do just fine. I guess that's it for today, guys. This is my range time video with the Barra pellets, the 177 caliber pellets. I would like to take a moment to say thank you to Gateway to Airguns. Thank y'all so much for making these videos possible. If you guys have not checked them out, you really, really should. If you're an air gunner, you like air guns, you like shooting, go check out www.gatewaytoairguns.org. There is something for every air gunner alive, I promise. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you, Barra, for sending me these pellets. I've got some more testing to do. I've got more air guns, especially the CO2s. Gonna check those out when it gets warmer. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Airgun Angie with Gateway to Airguns. Y'all don't just have a good day, have an awesome one. See ya. Sometimes I don't have a brain. Sometimes it shows up. Hammer spring, yeah. That is what it's called. I wanted to call it the hamstring. It's the hamstring, and that's part of your body, not the gun.